sun. Here comes the sun. It's alright. Sun, it's alright. Sun, 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 here we come. 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 It's alright. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. It's alright.
Welcome, everybody. Let's see what Krishna is doing today. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Govinda, Nityananda. Hare Krishna.
OGEbeats.com.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, Nityananda, Nityananda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Hare Krishna, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Nityananda, 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 Nityananda. Shri Advaita, Shri Advaita, Shri Advaita, Nityananda, Shri Advaita, Shri Advaita, Nityananda, Shri Advaita, Nityananda, Shri Advaita, Nityananda, Shri Krishna. Oh, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Oh, my Lord, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna. Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, 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 Shri Advaita, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Radhe Krishna, Radhe Krishna, Radhe Krishna, Radhe 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 Radha Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Purchase your track today.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Advaita Nityananda Gauranga Gauranga, Shri Advaita Nityananda Gauranga.
Purchase your tracks today.
Shri Advaita Nityananda Gauranga Gauranga, Shri Advaita Nityananda Gauranga Gauranga, Chaitanya, Shri Krishna 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 Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Purchase your tracks today.
Shri Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Purchase your tracks today.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama,
Purchase your tracks today.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Krishna. Oh Krishna, Radhe, Radhe,
Purchase your tracks.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama,
Purchase your tracks today.
Krishna, Krishna. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gora Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gora Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Let's see here. Duplicate. Here we go. Chaitanya Charitamrita, Anchalila. Chapter 7. Anchalila. Yeah, it's amazing. We're progressing so far, so fast, you know. It's like the whole thing is amazing, man. It's just that's why I think the Kali Yuga has really advanced quickly. The Lord's speeding up things. I mean, really speeding up stuff. You know, because we're having obstacles here and things and challenges, which are perfect for teaching. That's why everybody can participate in the Lord's game here. To teach us more about the kingdom of God. Isn't it nice to learn more and more? I remember this morning Lalita said, I don't know enough. I don't know enough. Oh yeah, you know enough to teach 10,000 of those guys I mentioned. Yeah. I don't know. What do I know? I don't know. All I know, what we hear, what we know and what we teach is this relationship. That's it. Because it all comes from the relationship. See, this is these metaphors is so beautiful. That's why man, my life and soul are these concepts that Prabhupada put in his books. Man, just tasting these things, like tasting morsels of the sweetest things, sweetest truths. Yeah, it's always in the relationship, Arjuna, because there's Krishna there and there's Arjuna. See the physical forms, but this is that manifests the internal form. That's what it's meant to teach. Is we have to learn from the physical, the personal of our relationship with the Lord is like that, because that the Lord is our friend now. See, how do you get friends? That's why you have to learn from the devotees. Krishna said to Arjuna, this knowledge, bhakti, is very confidential. Okay? Very confidential and full of mysteries. You can't just go in there with your mind. See, I said Vallabhavata did that. See? So we got a nice friend doing that. I told Eric, I said, oh, it's good. I'm glad you're being yourself. Great. Awesome. Yeah, just, be real, be yourself, do what you do. And I'm going to do what I do. And this way it's an opportunity to learn. Otherwise, if he wasn't just being himself, I wouldn't talk to interact with him, and that's how you learn, and I like his attitude, got a nice attitude like that, Yeah. So, yeah, can't be afraid of making mistakes. Yeah. So right there up in Vallabhavata, see, so it's all in the relationship. So Krishna, so to learn this relationship, you have to learn from living devotees. That's why Krishna was there. That's why Arjuna was there, the ideal devotee, the ideal follower of the Lord of the heart, who was externally manifested. And that's why from the outside, Krishna spoke from him, because he was a realized soul. That's why you need a bona fide spiritual master. See, if you don't listen to these truths all come from relationship. That's why I say, when you have to be like Arjuna, that's why how I know you're a real disciple, you're like Arjuna. You listen here, you believe in these words. See, like Krishna said, this is my opinion. Yeah, it's his opinion. And do I say it's my opinion? No, I say this is Krishna's opinion. He gives me this opinion in this relationship. And then it confirms it in a book, right? And then triply confirms it by your experience. Those who are listening attentively get the same result as Arjuna. Oh, you love Krishna's words to the point of ecstasy. So therefore, how can I not believe in something so solid, so convincing? That's why Krishna's already won. We already won. All these lies being told everywhere, lies in religion, lies in politics, they can't stand. They're all going to fall down before this preaching, because it's Krishna's opinion. See? Go, you're saying it's Krishna, it's your opinion. Yeah, well, check it in a book. You'll see things you never saw before, and you know they're true because your heart knows they're true if you're purified. If you're not, you'll think you know all about bhakti, like these little Vaidis, like Lalita's husband. What do you know? The Vaidis, they're so smart. They're all in their heads. See, it's head stuff. It's not. Yeah, it's not. No, it comes from this loving relations with the Lord. That's what it's all about. Even Jesus taught this. He taught the disciples probably said, well, what are we going to say, Lord, when you go? He said, don't worry, your Father will speak through you. See, it's in this relationship, the spirit. It's the communication It's the loving relation, see, relations that causes the spirit to move inside. And this spirit is the holy one, see, the pure one, and not the modes of nature. See, that's why you can't imitate this. You can't imitate the real spiritual master or acharya. Okay? We teach the real Vrindavan here. Vrindavan is filled with these kinds of truths and simple concepts that these Vaishnavas don't know these lines here. They don't know. They don't know where the cowherd boys thought, what do we warrant a birth amongst Krishna? If you're not saying that, you're not purified. You didn't get the mercy. If you're not saying, what do I warrant this relationship with Krishna? Who am I? I'm just an ordinary person. This is the way all the devotees of Vrindavan felt. This is the way all the devotees of Lord Caitanya felt. Is only here now with those who don't really know Lord Caitanya, don't have this relationship. They speak in another way, that you got to be qualified. You got to be perfect. You got to be austere. You got to be everything that the Lord in the books are all rejecting. Always, it's not by that. And they teach the opposite of what Krishna teaches. Why? Because they don't really know the Lord. If you really know, then you'll see it like it's like an elephant in a room. And these people can't see these gurus can't see the elephant in the room. And they're worshipped as such exalted persons. Like Narayana, so exalted, right? Oh yeah, it's all about austerity. It's all about renunciation. It's all about following, chanting 1 lakh to attain. See, they reveal themselves. It's all about attaining Krishna. Oh, really? Well, how about the essential way? You go to the devotee, like the books really say, and you get it by the mercy of one who has attained Krishna already. Don't you want to do the easy way? Or you want to spend they even told him many lifetimes before you'll attain Krishna. Why do I say in this lifetime? Because we follow the formula as it is in the book. Yes, it is correct. Those who awaken devotion to Krishna are certainly the spiritual master. Oh yeah, there you go. You found the path. Just go there. Yeah, you see Lalita's devotion? You think, who awoke in that? Ask her where that awoke. Then you found. See, the verse confirms it and the experience confirms it. So therefore you found the path. What's the difficulty? What's so hard to understand where the guru is? Where the spiritual master is, where the acharya is, those who awaken devotion to Krishna, right from the Lord's mouth. And where devotion to Krishna is not awakened is certainly not the real spiritual master. If you're looking for the real, anybody looking for real Lord Caitanya, real Radha and Krishna, it's got to be the formula. It's got to be as it is. In other words, if I go to Narayan Maharaj or I go to Jaipataka or Radhanath or any of these gurus, thousands of them now, and my devotion to Krishna, or at least a few out of those thousands of disciples they have, a few at least, I couldn't even find one I was impressed with. Out of thousands. Then obviously they're not the real spiritual master. Oh, no, nobody believes you, Gaurahari. No, thousands of people say they are. Yeah, and you know what? Millions of people said Pundraka was the real Krishna, didn't they? It's always the style, isn't it? It's always the underdog. Millions of people in the kingdom of Pundraka, which is here in this Kali Yuga, is worse. They're all saying these big gurus are the associates of the Lord and can deliver them. And there's this one Gaurahari Das and his friends who say, no, they're not. They're not the real guru. They're not the real spiritual master. See, we go by the past. Always just one, like a Jesus. Right? There was one guy who said, no, the Pharisees can't deliver you. And the Pharisees, look, don't you see they're dressed for success, man? They can deliver us. Yeah, and those guys went into darkness. It's only the ones who believed in the truth. The truth will set you free. The truth is, what did Jesus say? I'm the truth. That's the spiritual master. You got one of those, they're pretty rare, man. They're the truth. They're the word made flesh, the truth made flesh. And man, it goes in the air. We split hairs here, don't we? Fine tune everything. Let's fine tune Guru Tattva here. Let's get it straight how you learn real Krishna consciousness. How you have to go to an associate of Lord Caitanya to become an associate. No other way. How did the brahmachari get in? Did he get it through Narayan Maharaj's austerity teaching path? Or they're all teaching. Actually, all the gurus, they teach by austerity, by renunciation, by Vaidhi Bhakti, by Varnashram Dharma. Okay, that was the past. You got your start there, okay? Now you want to know real Krishna consciousness? Are you ready for that? It's all in Prabhupada's books. They all say, oh, we believe in Prabhupada. Well, listen to these truths of the Prabhupada. He ordered me to tell you all this stuff with his finger in my face. You do more of this. Blissfully, he said that, actually. How can you not be blissful when you're living in Vrindavan with all those wonderful residents there? He was blissed out of his mind. Amazing. He spent like a few seconds with me to give me all this stuff. He says, okay, there you go. You got it. You got a whole life's work now. Got to go. Amy, you're my hero, man. I got a lot of heroes here at this group, man. I can't believe it. You know, one person said, you know, it's there was a devotee, man. She quoted this thing, you know, about you know, it's not easy to get high vibrational association, and she's a devotee, and it was quoted from probably like a philosopher or somebody. And I said, yeah, you know, and she says, oh, yeah, it's not easy. You got to really be deserving. And see, it's always you got to be deserving thing. And I said, hey, man, I got the highest quality associates, man. The pure, you know, they talk about high vibration and pure vibration stuff. I said, man, I got the highest and the purest. So great. I can't believe it myself. But I didn't do anything to get it. It's all by the grace of Lord Caitanya. Somehow or other, it's here. You know, somehow or other, I got it, you know, and then I just share it with others, and the vibration just changes spontaneously. No big work, no big austerities. That time is over with. Wasn't that the message of Jesus? The New Testament was, hey, man, okay, the Pharisees and the Pharisees, it's always the same kind of thing. You Pharisees and your fastings and everything, that's over with, man. You know, to attain Krishna by your fat, you can't do enough. It's dirty rags, right? St. Paul, dirty rags. He was a Pharisee, you know, and he knew. No, it's filthy rag. No, it's all faith in Jesus, faith in the deliverer, faith in the word that he spoke, man. Faith in these words. And you come here, I'll convince you. No blind belief here. No, I'll convince you. This is the real thing. This is Krishna's opinion. I'll put your nose in the book. I'll put your nose in the experience of these devotees. I'll yell and scream and roar this truth until you really wake you up out of this dreamy state of Maya. Yes, I will. Certainly. Because I can feel that spirit inside, man. It's all in the relationship in this chanting, right, Lalita? Isn't that amazing? All in that, man. Whatever is needed, man. No talking heads here, man. No, talking hearts, man. The hearts, meeting the hearts. The devotees and the Lord communing, rendezvousing every day like we do, and then watch out. Right there, Shamaguri. Watch out. Love from India. Yeah. Well, let's see if that's love. I want to see you here every day regularly. No, I'll know this is just not words. It's like St. Francis. These guys came to see him. Oh, St. Francis, blah, 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 blah. And he goes, words. I've heard so many words. He was looking for deeds. I want to look for deeds there, Hart. I want to see you here regularly. Then I'll know it's just not words. Love. Watch out. You caught me in this mood there, Marshu, kind of, just never know what'll happen here. I get a little bit testy sometimes. But it's true, isn't it? Words, people say so many words. I look at deeds, man,
At the end, you have enough from all those empty words. People who say things that they don't know themselves. They just want to show I'm not a neophyte. And actually...
you're a big neophyte.
But you show that you're wrong one.
Words, or trying to put it together, like the philosophy. I was watching Eric's class, and he's looking around, and he's looking up, trying to get it through his mind. No, it doesn't work that way, Eric. That's why I said that you go and you got to go to the devotees who are getting it, who are experiencing it. Like you see, Lalita follows the program, Johan, John, you see, and then they get revelation, because Krishna's pleased with it. He's pleased to give those who follow. They're following the instructions. So you listen. They listened from their hearts, and they followed, and by their deeds, the Lord is impressed. Not by, you could say like, people speak, oh yeah, I believe in Gohari and it's all up here. Oh yeah, let me tell you all about what Krishna Kanji really is. You see? Nah, ain't impressed. No. You want to, no, you got to get purified. That's why, I was going to get into the Balabhabata thing. See, this is Balabhabata. You guys got to watch this, man. We're playing, we're at war with Maya, playfully, of course. And we have the books to overcome these obstacles. That's why they're there. See? This is good for the people, like Vallabhabata, had the chance to interact with the devotees. Just like here, we got a Vallabhabata experience going on here. See? And the Vallabhabata, this quality, just want to speak all about the philosophy that they know so well. Okay? And then I put it on my groups here. Now they want to infiltrate into the groups? No way. You guys, at your own risk, listen to people like the Vallabhabhatas. The Vallabhabhatas need purification. Okay? Otherwise, you're going to be an elephant rolling in the mud, man. You got a great opportunity to hear from people, devotees here. Not only Gohari, but devotees actually commune with God. And they speak from that communion here. Great opportunity. And you go and just roll in the mud and listen to people that are speaking from their heads. You get, damn it, it's not pleasing to the Lord in the heart. You want to get it so deep here, what's going on here, because the opportunity, that you get purified, and then you can tell the difference. Otherwise, Maya, it's very subtle stuff going on here. You got to tell the difference between a Vaidhi speculation level, because always a speculator. They'll always use, see, this is the jewel on the head of the serpent. Everybody is a serpent until we go deep in this communion and purification with the Lord. You get the Vedas, very tempting to be corrupted. You get to think, oh, now I'm so knowledgeable about Krishna. Let me speak. And then you put a few concepts in there that you sort of but don't know, and then you pull in speculations, you kind of mix it all together, and you got a nice Molotov cocktail. Molotov cocktail, they throw it, burn the building down, what we're building here down, the Bhakti building, man. Hey, not on my watch. But this is good for everybody. So, as I said, I thank Eric, great for giving me an opportunity to preach these things. Just like it was back then. Everything happened back then is a revival now. So that's why, you see they're infected with this in Vaishnavism. They take the Vedas, they mix them with their lack of understanding, and they mix in their speculations, and they say, this is Krishna. And then you get this poison sweet ball. It's like the demons. They give you the sugar. They think, oh, the sugar is really good and everything. Rots your teeth out. you get addicted. Yeah, this is Maya. Even in religion, speculation. You come here, you got a chance to overcome speculation and go into transcendental ras like a Lalita and Johan. You taste the nectar of the truth. You don't need to speculate. And then when you speak on the basis of in the vision of the revealed scriptures.
Yeah, don't be surprised that Krishna starts to throw with the pots or Chaitanya, because he does. He's throwing with the pots. Yeah, my voice is still not very, very strong. He's throwing with the pots. He's angry. He doesn't want to hear it.
No. That's why. Yeah, that's why you see Swarab Damodar was appointed to hear these speculations, because they're devotees. I mean, Eric is devotee, and Radhanath, they're devotees. But it's how much refinement do you want? Do you want to know very intimately the Lord? Well, there's a procedure. The procedure is it doesn't matter how simple a person is, whether they're a Sudra or a sannyasi, or do they know the science of Krishna consciousness? This is what Chaitanya Lila preaches. Even a low-class, fourth-class Sudra, if they know the science of Krishna consciousness, it's a formula, then they can be a bona fide spiritual master. That's what we have going here. You have a Sudra here, T-shirt, no signs of being anything. But because you're hearing the internal truth. What is the difference if you heard like a big sannyasi preaching this or a Sudra? It's the same truth, right? I haven't heard any big sannyasis preaching this, but I hear it preached here. See? So it doesn't matter. I mean, you stay here long enough, you'll be a connoisseur like that. You'll see the difference. You won't be impressed by, oh, well, God, he says I love and love to you, or, all this. People say all these things. Oh, I love Krishna. Oh, I'm a devotee. Look at me. Quoting, things and all that. But it's all words. See, the name is the transcendental feeling is not there. They don't even give any importance to it. Yeah. In the vision of the revealed scriptures, but they only reveal if you receive it in the proper way. Yeah. That's why you got to go and learn from it. See, like Swarab Damodar told the speculators, like I tell the speculators here, I told Eric, I said, you go and learn from Lalita. Then you'll learn. And so Swarab said the same thing. He told the speculators who go from their mind and create and, fashion things, in their speculation. That's called speculation. Imaginations and all, you put things together from the mind. He said, go and learn Srimad Bhagavatam from a self-realized soul. And then you'll experience the waves of ecstatic devotion. See? So you got to go to those, like I said, go to Lalita. She has to taste the waves of transcendental ras. You want to learn that? You got to go to a rasic devotee. Doesn't matter. You don't have to understand all, it's endless, But when you commune with the Lord gives you the words too. And then, you'll see that it makes sense in the book. Yeah. 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 So, Anjalila, chapter 7. Yeah. Balabhabata meeting. I might just go to the verse. Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto the devotees of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Simply by the causeless mercy of the devotees, engage in licking the honey from his lotus feet, even a fallen soul becomes eternally liberated. See, you got to go to the honey lickers, not from the austerers, not from the renunciates, from the honey lickers. Can you tell the difference between a honey licker and one? The honey lickers present the path of honey licking, right? They do it in word and in deed. They show you right before your eyes. They're licking the honey from the holy names of Lord Caitanya and Radha and Krishna. They're licking the honey from the pastimes. All that's from the. See, those, and if you accept their word, you're born, Krishna is born of that word. He's only born of the word. He's only born from his devotees' bodies. It's like you have a father and mother and you get a baby, right? Well, the bona fide spiritual master is the only one who births the Krishna in you because he's dormant there. Nobody has the power to do it. See, and what are they? See, they don't preach this philosophy of austerities and all that stuff. They preach the philosophy of Lord Caitanya, which is honey licking. Otherwise, Maya's going to give you a licking. You'll either take this licking or you take Maya's licking. Your choice. Maya will bewilder you, oh yeah, but do austerities, man. Yes, keep trying like a carrot, These gurus, man. Here's the carrot. Yes, keep doing austerities and you will attain Krishna. Believe me. Yeah, keep doing it, man. You're still looking around. Doesn't matter. Just keep doing it, man. Give the carrot there. Oh, more austerities. Oh, you're not doing enough. Oh, yeah, do more. We'll give you more rules next year. Here you go, man. And nobody promotes the philosophy of Lord Caitanya, which is what? Honey licking. Associated with honey lickers. And if they're licking the real honey, man, tears are oozing from their eyes and they're laughing like madmen and women, relishing transcendental rods. Now, am I exaggerating? Am I going off the verse? Or is this the actual verse? Says you can be eternally liberated just by associating with a honey licker, by the mercy of a honey licker. And they teach the opposite. Go away from the honey lickers. Go away from Lord Chaitanya's amazing grace place here. It's not bona fide. Go to the austere Narayan Raj or Radhakund Babaji's. Go, you're not supposed to say that. Well, they said that to me. It's okay to go away. Radhanath said, go away from Gaur. I can't say go away from Radhanath. Who's right? Your choice now to decide. Radhanath and Narayan Raj said, go away, come to me, take initiation from me, these guys. It's okay to do that, for them to say that, but Gohari, you can't say the real truth, right? I say, no, come here to the honey lickers and get Krishna in this life. They'll promise you many lives. You'll be a peon for your whole life. Here, my disciples are even better than I am, man. They have more ecstasy than me. There, you'll always be, oh, good day, man. Please give me mercy. What kind of mercy you want? I don't know. Everybody else around me, the herd's asking for mercy. I just go follow the herd, man. Words, words, words. Mercy. Give me mercy. What kind of mercy you want? I don't know. My guru never taught me anything. Oh, yeah, give me more austerities, more rules, Lord. Yeah, I want to, when am I going to attain? This one lady said, she's got a guru and she's got a big thing on her, like a what do you call it? thing, cancer on this and here. Probably because of that, because that's what's really happened now. So many cancers. Oh my God, unbelievable. They call it turbo cancers now. You get it, and boom, in like a week or two, you're out of here, man. Yeah, a lot of weird shit going on, man. So anyway, she got that. And I said, well, she said, oh, maybe someday I'll get love of Krishna if I'm sincere and all that. I said, well, hey, man, before you kick the bucket, why don't you come here? Come here while you're alive. It's your opportunity if you want love of Krishna, because many people are Sangha getting prema bhakti. We got honey lickers here. You think her guru's teaching the path of honey licking? I doubt it. Not only doubt it, I'm sure he's not. They all don't. I haven't found one. They all austerity, trying to attain Krishna. We got Krishna. Krishna just comes here every day. We got that guy all wrapped up, man. We roped that guy. He ain't getting away. We imprison that Lord, right there, Lolita? He ain't going anywhere.
Yep.
He likes our preaching. We just tell it like it is. Keeps him around. Radha too. She only likes conclusive stuff. Like Janaki, right? She only likes conclusive things. Preaching. So a beautiful verse, huh? This is, again, you see how usually in every verse, the whole path is? Go associate with the honey lickers, man. What, you don't see we're licking honey? This is what it looks like. Then if you stay around long enough, you'll wake up, man, and see this is reality. I mean, do you want Lord Chaitanya's reality? That's the reality I live. I mean, I can't imagine living the reality in this world. Do you want Klaus Schwab's reality and his vision for you? I don't want it. I'm not interested in that. You want the vision of your gurus? Oh yes, always be down here and I'm up here, and I'll pretend like I'm better than you, even though I don't have any ecstatic devotion. You don't have any ecstatic. We're just playing doctor. That's all. I'm playing guru. You're playing Guru Dave. It's just empty words from both sides. Empty preaching and empty hearts. Yeah. Are you tired of that? Are you tired of playing that game? Gurus or followers if your followers, anybody tired of playing that game? What? You don't want real Krishna consciousness? It's right here. Honey licking. Show that you're guru. Show me that Radhanath is licking the honey. Show me that any of these people are licking the honey. Because if you are, you'll have the symptoms of devotees like Nityananda. Man, tears are coming out of his eyes. He's licking so much honey from the name. Nimai Pandit is my Lord and Master. Boo! Ecstatic is blissful as all. Here you go, honey liquor. Find one of those, then you found the real line. Otherwise, you haven't found the real line. You haven't found the real guru yet, have you? Just logic. See, I get all this information from honey licking. There's no other way to get it.
You lick the honey and you get all the Vedas in once.
You get everything. It's all in there. And if you don't learn from here, this Sangha, how to lick honey, you're going to be one of these big intellectuals. You're going to depend on PhDs. I depend on this relationship. Hey, you think he teaches this? He teaches PhD wake. Just follow me, listen to my piano playing, Acharya Dev's, just follow the path of austerities and someday you'll attain Krishna and all that stuff. No, we just come here. We teach you like Amy, how to lick honey. She knows how to lick honey. See? Therefore, she gets conclusive. She gets good ideas, good information. What is her example? There, Eric, you want to learn Krishna consciousness? Learn from Amy too. Yeah. How does she? She gets it all from her faith in a real guru, man. It's not about like trying to challenge the guru or think you know more than guru. You can't know more than. You got to get in this relationship. And then if the Lord wants you to bring forth more, you will. It's like, Jesus said, you shall do greater things than I. It's just all by getting the mercy. We are the honey liquors of amazing grace, and we have the never-ending honey pot here. The only life worth living when it includes this honey. It's a world without honey is a world. Exactly, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, like Eric. Sorry, thank you for your example, Eric. It's good to help my preaching here. I said we all learn. Yeah. He said, "Oh, actually, hey, I never was suffering, I was talking about always about, because I use an example like Amy. I was never suffering, Oh, you think you're as good a devotee as Amy? Are you kidding? She's found the door. She does by the deeds. See? You would have been lucky to be suffering like she was from not. That was suffering, not knowing. She probably knew from another life what the real path was and couldn't find it here until you find the guru. They're the truth, man. They're the life, right?
Yeah.
They're the way. They're the truth. They're the life. Yeah. If you can't declare that, or better yet, show that to the deed. Show that you're the life of real disciples that listen to you. You're the way. You by your presence here. Yeah, and you're the truth that speak coming from your mouth. Then you're not a real spiritual master in a line. In our line, we got the illustrious one. We got Lord Caitanya, man. They're top notch. There will never be in this phase of Kali Yuga anybody better than Lord Caitanya. No better incarnation, no more merciful one. That's why he came. He's the one for this age. And he proved it with all these scriptures, holy scriptures from his devotees. Look, he empowered all those people. They all had faith in him, and they were empowered to write the most glorious things. They're all honey lickers. Isn't that funny? They're all honey lickers. And nobody's teaching the honey licking path but Gaura Haridas. See? That's why it says the verse. You got to be the verses, man. Great sage, not a great sage, unless their opinion differs from others. Mine differs from Narayan Maharaj, Radhakund Babaji's, ISKCON, Gaurimat, and most Christians, and the world, and the popes. Why? Because we're honey lickers. And they don't know that. They're not licking enough honey. Hey, Lord Caitanya provided the honey. You're not licking this honey? How can you understand these things, right? Can you imagine trying to understand them without these wonderful books? These like, they're like morsels of transcendental candy. Hey, he was so funny. He was trying to worm his way out of that thing of transcendental, saying, oh, well, actually, transcendental is, it's just...
You can only talk about transcendental when you live on that platform. Otherwise, it's a weird thing. It's only
mix it up. Yeah, mix it with the material spirit. He just needs more purification. So, he's got a good attitude right now. So let's see where it goes.
Yeah.
He sounds teachable.
Not fighting until the end.
Yeah. So we'll see where, it goes. Now cycling, seeing the devotees, really looking forward to seeing all the lovely devotees. Oh, he's going to cycling over there? Wow. Don't want to take the train, man. Well, it's probably better exercise. I was always kind of dream. Yeah, go ahead. What?
He made a short video this morning. Yeah, and I clicked on it, and he was saying he's going to cycle to see Johannes and noodles and Pani. I said, what? from London to Berlin? Oh,
It's a long way, huh?
yeah, that's a very long way. But
Yeah. I always dreamed of going on a cycle trip, on a bicycle all over America or something. Yeah. Seems so romantic.
but you did with your van. You did. I remember.
Yeah,
I
that's kind of
remember.
cheating, though. That's kind of cheating. The band, but the cycle you got to do under your own power. The body.
I know.
Get in good shape doing that. Okay. Anyway, let's see here. So, read a little bit there, Lalita.
Okay,
You can start with the first verse. I want to hear it again.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Guru Maharaj. Jaya, Jaya. Oh, glory to you. And thank you so much. Oh, glory to Krishna Das Kaviraj. Jaya, Jaya, Sri Krishna.
Yeah,
Jaya.
when I look for somebody that's I would think is getting qualified to preach is how much love they have for their guru. Because it all starts with that. How much gratefulness, how much have you experienced from your surrender to the words and the preaching of a bona fide spiritual master? That's what I look for, not like just how much you think you know. Because then this is the basis for knowing, is Guru Tattva. Is to show that you know by the deed of surrender. Do you think the disciples of Jesus could show that they knew anything without their love for Christ, the actual disciples? Well, you think it's any different now? Jesus was alive. He had 11 people who loved him. They loved his word. They said, you have the words of life. If you don't feel that way towards a guru, then they're not really bona fide. Or you're getting the life of speculation, which is all puts you right in the head, and I don't like it. I like the heart, bhakti talks. Yeah, go ahead.
Always wanting to prove how much you know, that you're not a neophyte and blah, blah, blah. Why is it needed? You don't need to do that. It's about serving Krishna.
Yeah, that's the competition
Absolutely.
contamination of wanting to be teacher and show how much you know and all that. That's Valabhabata obstacle. So that's how we get through it, is to identify these things. Otherwise, you're lost in them. If you believe in that, you believe in these obstacles as the truth. So you got to get some understand. Oh, this is an obstacle. Let me follow. Yeah. So Vallabhabhati eventually figured it out to an extent, anyway, and he realized. Yeah. So go ahead and start reading. Well, I don't want to do a spoiler alert here.
Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto the devotees of Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Simply by the causeless mercy of the devotee. Simply by the causeless mercy of the devotees engaged in licking honey from his lotus feet. Even a fallen soul becomes eternally liberated.
Yeah, I mean, you need to look for the symptoms of an actual devotee of Lord Caitanya. See, this is what people are not clear about in Krishna consciousness, man. What is a devotee of Lord Caitanya? What are their symptoms? I offer my respectful obeisances to the devotees of Lord Caitanya. See, simplest by the causeless mercy of those devotees. See, this is the line right there. See? Now, see, the Lord was there. The devotees were there. And the symptoms of being a devotee was there. Because like Prabodhananda Saraswati says in that verse, in the first chapter of his poem, is if you, for a devotee of Lord Caitanya, if you pay your obeisances from afar or chant the Lord's name, chant Lord Chaitanya's name, you're flooded with the love of Radha and Krishna. So the main thing is, if you don't have that from the get-go, like feel this natural relationship, like many of the devotees did, you need to go through the living examples, and that's where most of mankind is. You need to go to the actual devotee and follow the verse. You got to go. Are they licking honey liquors? Are they licking the honey from the pastimes in the name of the Lord to the point of the transcendental happiness? If transcendental happiness, not transcendental modes. What is this transcendental mode? There's no transcendental about it. Transcendental means to transcend the whole ball of wax, man. The transcendental mode of pure goodness. Yeah, you can transcend the mode, but not transcendental. Is in this context is to do with the God. I mean, that's the way Prabhupada used transcendental, transcendence. See, spiritual transcendence, spirit. Yeah. So, see, there are living persons there. That's the path for most of humanity, unless you're brought here. Like Bhakti Vinod, he didn't really need a guru. This was all show, to show how it is to need a bona fide guru and everything. His guru rejected him at the end of his life. What kind of guru is that? Why would you reject a transcendental person? He was neophyte. He's like a lot of these Goswamis I met. Neophytes. They have they're not honey lickers. All they have is a nice silk dhoti, and their grandfather was so-and-so, supposedly. You don't know. There's so much cheating in these Seminole lines. You think all these residents in Vrindavan are residents with love, and they just move there, and then they just take the thing, we've been here all the time, forever. Oh, it's Kali Yuga, man. You got to look for symptoms, man. Where's the honey liquor, man? If you're licking honey of Lord Chaitanya's name and everything, you'll see in the books, man. Tears, ecstasy, great ecstasy. Oh, realizations, deep. Cut you free of illusions if you want to be. You want to be free, or you want to stay in prison, man? See, so they were living persons there, and there got to be living persons here. You got to take shelter. Look at it. Lalita, eternally liberated from associating with the honey liquor, right? You see, the book works. The formula works. See? Eternally liberated just by associating with the honey liquor. That's how we prove our case. I can come bare-chested here and still preach, because proof is in the pudding, man. We make honey liquors. That's how it works. This is the path of honey licking. Go ahead, Lily, read on.
The next year, all the devotees of Bengal, of Bengal, they went to visit Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And as previously, the Lord met each and every one of them. And thus, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he performed his pastimes with his devotees. And then a learned schooler named Vala Babata, he went to Jagannath Puri to meet the Lord.
Yeah, you know what I'm looking for is, do you pass your time with devotees? Pass time. See, pass your time. Are you passing it? The Lord passes his time with his devotees. Do you come to Sadhu Sangha? Do you listen to these and pass your time here? Otherwise, your deed is what your interest is. What are you passing your time with? See? So that's why regular sadhu sangha is very important. Because this is where you really get purified. You don't get purified really passing your time in this world with worldly people. See, the Lord came, he passed his time with devotees, or he stayed alone passing his time in ecstatic devotion. See? So we got to become like that. We got to come regularly to sadhu sangha and pass our time with the Lord and the Lord's devotees to get purified. See, the idea of pastime, you can pass your time with Maya, or you can pass your time, see, with Krishna. You can give your attention to at least some of your attention, here regularly. Yeah, go ahead, Lalita.
Okay, so. For a long time, he said, I have desire. I have desire to see you, my Lord. Now, Lord Jagannath, he has fulfilled this desire, and therefore I am seeing you. One who receives your audience is fortunate indeed, for you are the Supreme Personality of Godhead himself.
Yeah, you see how it works? Is that for a long time I have desired to see you. See, and the Krishna gives him the association of the Lord, even in the form of a devotee. Or if you get a bona fide spiritual master, it's the same, because the Lord is with that devotee, instructing through that devotee, as that devotee. So because that's the way it works now. So if you have that desire, the Lord will send the real devotee, and you'll recognize them. Otherwise, you won't. It may take a while. You have to get purified. Look at Jambavan. He fought with the Lord 21 days before he recognized that he was with his actual Lord in a different form, even. Yeah. So the Lord kept him engaged. And Jambavan was, because, see, when you're a devotee, you become very strong. And maybe not physically, because we got just feral bodies, but you become very strong spiritually. See, there's a spirit strength there. Yeah. So Jambavan wasn't sure, thought Krishna was something else, because he had a different form. This is like the Christians. It's the same thing. They see that this Krishna, who is this Krishna? It's only Jesus. Jambavan thought the same thing. It's only Ram, Ram. They didn't understand. So he fought with, you see how these pastimes are all, they're codes, man. They're all directions and truths. That's why I love them so much. See, and you understand these codes because of relationship with the Lord. He informs us. Otherwise, there's no way to learn this. That's why I can't glory in myself. I glory in this relationship. I preach this relationship. I show this relationship. I teach by example in that way. You don't have to be anything special. Like the devotees are teaching by example or getting this. Amy is nothing special. But now she's very special to the Lord. She's special to the devotees. See? Fanny is nothing special, but now she's special to the Lord and special to the devotees. See, you get this honorary degree here. Otherwise, what are you? You're nothing. That's why I preach like this. People can't believe it. Because if you believe in illusion, then you won't like this preaching. You'll think, no, I believe in Radhanath as great. I believe in Narayan Raj and Radhakund and Babaji is great. And you're preaching the opposite. Yeah, I do, because I'm a honey licker. They didn't preach honey licking, so what's that to me? I preach the real book here, man. You come here, you'll see this is logic, not bad logic, not illogic, not poison stuff, clear stuff, man. Clean. You don't like clean? Well, go over there in your polluted place there. I'm here. The Lord has given me the insight, insight. I feel like the Lord. Get there, you brahmacharis, you Narayan Raj austere guys promoting austerity. Get out of here. You believe in that, you Narayan Raj people? Get out of here, man. You don't deserve to get in the kirtan. And if they go, who is he? I'm going, yeah, well, get out of here, man. But if you go, wow, you really chastised me. God, let me go to the devotee. Let me go to Lalita or Johan and find out how to get it. Yeah. Otherwise, get out of here. Go back. Go do many lifetimes if you want. That's you're a hardened criminal still in that sense. You're hard-hearted, man. Do more austerities, man, till you find that you can attain Krishna on your own strength, man, that you attain it through the real devotee teaching the path of honey licking. You. Grr. You know how dogs growl in my territory. Cats also. Sorry, Janaki, I got up a little early again today.
Oh, she likes to hear the sound of the cat.
What gives you the right to chastise Radhanath Narayan Raj? Don't you? That is offensive. No, I'm just teaching the path of honey licking here, man. And then I just say, yeah, go out of there, man. Well, I just say a little forcefully, get out of here, man. Go to your Narayan Raj. Go take many lifetimes if you're that dumb now. Maybe you learned something, on that path before, but now new kid is in town. See, the truth is in town. The real clear truth that will put you right into the honey of prema bhakti in this life. We're teaching the real teachings of Chaitanya Charitamrita, not bringing in, they all do this, all of them, they take some truths from the Vedas and they mix them, and they're inexperienced devotees of the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. Here you can see the devotees who got the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, they really got it, man. They act in it. They actually, oh yeah, look, these guys actually have love of God. Lord Chaitanya had tears, they also have tears. Lord Chaitanya laughed, they laughed. Nityananda laughed. Everything that was there is here again. Is that too logical for you people? Then go follow the austere path. Go try to be super duper devotee there. Go try to feel hopeless, like, well, I'll never be like Narayan Raj or Radhanath and live in caves and do austerity. I'll never be a day. Yeah, go to the never land. Never land of Vrindavan. You'll never get there that way. Eventually, you'll have to say, Lord, please help me. And that's when you're ready to listen to the ones who are there in Vrindavan here in this world. You could see, well, God, they're in this world, but they're not of it. Yeah. So whenever you're ready, we're here. While we're here. If not, go follow the two-finger, too-short path. See, it's only by devotion that you get Krishna, and the fastest way is not by austerities and renunciation and mantra chanting with offenses and Vaidhi Bhakti and everything. It's through the associating with the Mother Yashodas who have devotion, right? You got to see that same kind of love for that transcendental Krishna and Lord Chaitanya that was there then at those times. Now, that is the quickest. Am I not being clear? Is it not clear how to get right into the kingdom of God through the real door? Everybody's trying to hide the door. All of those gurus, everyone I mentioned, is hiding the door to the real Vrindavan. So you believe their opinion, or the ones who are believing this opinion and getting into Vrindavan and proving it to the world? Like a shepherd dog, yeah. Get in line, right? And the goats don't listen. They jump, they go away. Eric, speaking about Eric. You're a great teaching. Glad you showed up. All right, go ahead, read on.
Okay. One can immediately purify his entire house simply by remembering exalted personalities. So simple.
Yeah, so
to say nothing of directly seeing them, touching their lotus feet. Washing their feet, or offering them places to sit.
yeah, people, they get a little purification. Like, so, okay, we got Prabhupada brought the books, and you're remembering the devotees and everything, but you don't really remember them in the way of realization of how their love. You're not relishing to that degree. Therefore, the Lord sends a living devotees who show you the example of how to do it. You don't even know that that's even the idea. In Vaishnavism now, they think it's some speculation of how to attain Krishna. No, if you're not like if you come here in this life and you read about the devotees there and you think, oh, these devotees are so great, and ecstasy, see, the Lord in the heart awakens and you're pleasing the Lord because you've done it in another life. Bhakti Vinod was like that. He read Chaitanya Charitamrita, and anurag, see, these devotional feelings arose in his heart automatically, spontaneously. He never followed a course in anything. He came, he brought it. See, that's rare. That's why you see he's an acharya in a line. You didn't need anybody to the Lord in the heart teaching, like Lord Brahma, right? Lord Brahma understood by the Lord taught him in the heart. Well, Bhakti Vinod was qualified like that. I couldn't find any living guru that I was impressed. Narayan Raj didn't impress me. The Radhakund Babaji's didn't impress. But I was already to be able to read the scriptures and prove this is true, because you could say, well, Gaur, see, you got no living guru. What's your proof? Well, the proof is you. You guys are listening, right? You're listening, and the desired result is here, and you don't see it there with all those allegedly qualified persons with the big titles and the nice press doties and the rubber stamps from their groups. You don't see the ecstatic love there that you see here. So you don't like tangible proofs, scientific? Isn't this supposed to be a scientific process? If I'm preaching, and I'm preaching from the real book Bhagavat, and I'm giving you the real conceptions, see, by the action of the book Bhagavat, devotee Bhagavat preaching, the living devotee, see, this bhakti is awakened in the hearts of others. If you're getting that result, obviously it's true, right? We're doing truth here. But if you're taking Prabhupada's books and you're preaching and the Lord of the heart is not awakening, in other words, it's just like when Lord Caitanya was here and he didn't like to hear speculations. Okay? So that's why I say Eric or anybody else that thinks they know about Krishna, better you learn from Lalita, who knows by the actual experience, having the mercy. when you have the mercy of Lord Chaitanya and Radha and Krishna, you have that result. That's what pleases me. I mean, as her guru, I'm looking, wow, look at how she loves Krishna. Look at the realizations that come from her relationship and love for Krishna. Now that's clean. Not, just thinking you can bypass that and just, oh yeah, I know. Oh, I read the book. That's Vala Babate. He did. Oh, I read the book and all that. I'm actually just as good as the devotees, and they don't understand me. And oh, Amy, she's you're not like me because I was always in good shape, and you were not. Let me tell you, Amy's in really good shape, man. She's understanding deeply. You want to learn, you learn from her how she learned,
Without having right fighting once.
Yeah. So anyway, that's the path. So Eric, thank you for being yourself so I can be myself, and let's see what happens in the interaction. Go ahead there, Lolita, read on.
I muted myself, I'm sorry. The fundamental religion system in the age of Kali is the chanting of the holy name of Krishna. Unless empowered by Krishna, one cannot propagate the Sankirtan movement. Unless empowered by Krishna.
Yeah. And you see, he's saying all the right words. And so what happens is, and that's what I like when I was listening to Eric, he was saying some good stuff, and also Radhanath saying some good stuff. But then it gets in when your understanding kicks in by giving purport on it, what you think you know about that. That is when the problem happens. See, that's where you got to get really purified by hearing from devotees and learning from them, associating and getting this connection like they have. See, this comes by association because it's great mysteries thing. So the Lord, he liked hearing from Vallabha. He actually embraced him. So, oh, well, it's so nice to hear. It was only when Vallabhabhata started to give a purport on what he was reading. See, that's when the trouble started. That's what I say with Eric, the same thing. It's the same problem, same obstacle. Is you're saying the right things and you're thinking, wow, I'm really understanding this, but you're really not yet. See? And then you give your purport on it. And that's when the Lord didn't want to hear it. And the devotees saw that the Lord is very advanced. The Lord understands the subtleties. And the devotees looked, oh, the Lord doesn't want to hear these. Why is that? See, this is how they do it in religion. This is the little bit of poison in the cocktail you're getting. You take the Vedas, you say some okay things, and then you give the purport that leads people away from the real path. See? So that's why I put you in this whole chapter is all about Vallabhabhata, take shelter of the devotees, and then you'll learn. And that's my teaching to you there, Eric. Take shelter of the devotees here. Learn from Lalita how to be a devotee and learn that way. Otherwise, you're going to go, the way you think, yeah. And then you'll be like that. And that's why I have to set the example. Say, listen, I don't want to hear these kind of things. And so if you're intelligent, follow. I've said this a few times about people, but a lot of times in here, they don't care. They just go and they listen to them anyway. It's just like McDonald's. They like to eat junk food, man. Yeah. I say it. Don't don't go to Mina. Don't go listen to her. I mean, why do you feed that energy? Why do you feed the false ego? And basically that's a slight on us. It's like saying, we don't really care. See, Vallabhabhata was like considered, Lord Caitanya called him a prostitute. Because he didn't understand how the things work. I'll keep coming here. Yeah, good. See, I like it. Good attitude. You're teachable that way.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people, they want to fight over this, and
Right.
and that's
Yeah.
okay. I'll fight with you to a point, anyway, till I get bored.
It's tiring. Very tiring, those right fighters.
Yeah, go ahead, read on.
So I like it. Unless empowered by Krishna, one cannot propagate the Sankirtan movement. And
The
that's such
empowerment comes. See, that empowerment comes from this intimate relationship. That's the whole thing. You're going to get that here. That is our prize, man. That is our treasure. That is our pearl of great price, is this intimate relationship with the Lord. They don't emphasize that in Vaishnavism. They don't know this. They don't know the empowerment of that relationship. We speak because of that empowerment. Otherwise, I have nothing to say. It comes from the communion. See, together, me and my Lord, we can do so much together. Apart, we cannot. Even the Lord is thinking, without my devotee, I can't do anything. Not really. I mean, he's sitting there. All he's doing is keeping everything going, right? Keep your heart going, keep the air in the, keep the, But the Lord's thinking, what is that? It's nothing really significant. It's just same old, the material world. But this is special. This is the greatest treasure. This is what you can get here. That's why I keep teaching. I keep pounding on the door of the illusion, pound, boom, boom, boom. Yeah, treasure is not to be a big guru like Radhanath or Narayan Raj and to be super austerity, super duper and everything. No, the big treasure is this relationship. This relationship is here. You can get it. Yeah, you stay here long enough, I'll convince you, man, because the truth is more powerful than all the illusions you've been holding on to. But if you don't come, these gurus, their illusion is maintained to their death. And they take off, for sure they're taking another birth. And their followers too, because you believe in those who are blind also, and therefore you are blind. Only the honey lickers. See, this verse, as simple as it is so true. Those who have transcendental, the Lord Caitanya came here to relish transcendental mellows, which is the spirit of devotion, attachment to the transcendental name, and to distribute that to others. He didn't come here to transcend anything. He was already transcendental. He came to relish the transcendental name of Krishna and awaken others' relationship. That's why we do the same thing. Okay? And so people, otherwise you're anthropomorphized. Say you attribute your own fallen condition to the Lord. The Lord's never fallen. You kidding, man? He's our worshipable Buddha. Why would you worship a fallen person? This is the problem. These gurus, they're not up yet. I haven't seen one that I said, this person really is an associate of Lord Caitanya. You show me one that you can prove. Have him come here. Let him prove or her prove that they're a real associate of Lord Caitanya. Let them speak from the level of honey licking and the realizations that come from very deep honey licking. Let their verses be not something other than the teachings in Chaitanya Charitamrita. You don't attain Krishna by all those austerities. See, they're saying, oh yeah, see, look at me, I'm a devotee, right? They say, I'm a devotee, I'm a great devotee, I'm a pure devotee, I'm that. Come follow me and everything, but I can't give you Krishna. I'll give you a lot of austerities and you'll try to attain Krishna, but I already got that great Krishna, but I can't give him to you. Is that really Lord Chaitanya's mood? I'm here to teach Lord Chaitanya's the way he did it, man. He came and he relished transcendental mellows and taught the glories of honey licking, and his real devotees like Prabodhana taught the glories of licking the honey. and transmitting that to others, awakening their dormant ecstatic devotion. That's what we do here. Isn't that real Krishna consciousness? Doesn't anybody want real, or do you want fakes? Don't you want rubies and diamonds and jewels? Well, that's this honey licking trip. We can go on and on about the glories of honey licking. What does that mean again? Licking the honey of the holy name of the Lord. What, you can't tell? Is it not obvious what it looks like when you're ecstatically licking honey? You think it's just like ordinary honey? You know, I can lick honey here, but then put a smile and an ecstatic feelings and tremblings and tears and ecstasy like the honey of the name of God. Like Eric, who's saying, oh, well, it's about the same. It ain't the same, man. It is superior taste. Honey, that licking honey in the material world is sweet, but it comes and goes. This is eternally ever increasing, ever fresh. And the right thing you said there, Eric, was glory upon glory. That's exactly how it is. So we'll hone that. We'll get you licking it, man, really good. And speaking from that perspective of the very deep relationship with the Lord. See? Go ahead, Lalita.
You have spread the Sankirtan movement of Krishna consciousness. How can one spread a Sankirtan movement of Krishna consciousness without making devotees conscious of Krishna? No.
Yeah, I mean, they're not really spreading it yet. It's just kind of external spread. Yeah, we're making neophytes. Okay, that's great. You know, people are coming in, this fish in the barrel.
All neophytes.
And now we're sorting them out. I mean, maybe you still want to be in the barrel with all the herds of neophytes. But empowerment is the empowerment from the Spirit to bring people into the inner fold. I mean, Lord Caitanya came here to do that. He came here because you can't do it without being an example of relishing this relationship. We will not be empowered to do it. No, you can't do it. So if you're really empowered from the spirit level, see, from this licking the honey of the name, then you'll be able to spread the real Sankirtan movement, which is this transcendental relationship of prema. The devotees back then were prema bhaktas, or were on their way to becoming prema bhaktas very quickly, because they taught that. This has been lost. We're reviving that now. See, the real Sankirtan movement started with Lord Caitanya, chapter 1, Majja Lila. He licked the honey of the name, tears poured out of his eyes, transcendental mellows, and everybody who believed in him, in his relationship with him, because they were his friends, intimate friends and followers, they, boom, went right into their hearts. Just like it did with Lalita.
Yeah. Relishing the mellows of devotion and giving the benefit to everybody who can see it and feel it.
Yeah. Yeah. Or wants to. I mean, you don't even have to. Like some devotees are here, they don't have so much because they're still, but they want to. And you will get it. You just have to go through the purification like everybody else.
Testify for it. And
yeah.
Well,
the testifying will come, as you start to feel the empowerment.
Yeah, absolutely.
See? And otherwise, if you're weak still, it's usually you still need to get purified, and it's otherwise it's kind of, see, the preaching comes from this strength.
Krishna who inspires you to preach.
Yeah. Otherwise, you'll start to think it's on your own power. It's not. It's from your meeting with the Lord That's what the Lord showed, demonstration. His meeting with the Lord gave him the empowerment. It's in the verses. Lord Caitanya was the supremely jubilant incarnation. There was no incarnation as jubilant because he tasted the most intimacy with Krishna. See? The deep, like Radha's level. So deep. And considered also the most merciful incarnation because of that strength of that relationship was so deep. It gave him so superpower. That's the superpower here. The strength of this deep relationship is making devotees like here. Otherwise, and then now you get that power, and because the strength of your intimacy with the Lord gives the strength to pass it on. That's why I say, Eric, you go to her, and you'll learn how to get this very quickly. Otherwise, it'll take you centuries, lifetimes to understand what you can learn here because you got the opportunity. Radhanath can't teach you this stuff. Narayan Raj couldn't teach you this. He taught something else. He teaches something else. To me, that is kind of got some poison in there. I don't need it. Never liked it, actually. That's why I'm a kind of a stickler on I like the complete truth. Not little truth mixed in with poison. I don't like that. The Lord never liked that. See, you quote some verses and you use that power, and then you give the poison purport because you're not realized. See, that corrupts you, man. And then you keep doing that, and then your false ego will just get bigger. And then you will think you know, and then people will be impressed because you're using the power from the Vedas. See, everything is corruptible here, Eric. Especially the power of the Vedas. Because there's tremendous power in there. But tremendous power, and that's why you see they don't teach the Vedas to Sudras, generally. That's the saying. Never teach the Vedas to Sudras because they'll take it and misuse it. But everybody's a Sudra here, and so many people misuse this. That's why my point is to get people deep in this relationship, get deeply purified, and then you will give the purport that illuminates the actual verse. And that's the treasure, man, to give a purport that illuminates the verse. See, that's the treasure. And then that awakens people. That's the power of Guru. See, these guys, all these gurus doing the same thing. They take the Vedas and they get corrupted. They get a false ego, man, and they think they know everything. And they memorize the verses, and they get followers because people think, oh, we memorize all the verses. He must be very smart. Like they did kind of with you, there, Eric, the guys, you quoted a couple Sanskrit things. Whoa, wow, you quote the Sanskrit. Oh, you must be a knower. And then if you're not really deeply purified, you're going to think, wow, I'm actually a great speaker. This was the problem. You become increasingly disqualified. Getting more clear. Great. See? Yeah, good attitude. I mean, that's why I like people that are open to learn. And to be themselves, just go right in there, make mistakes, and learn. Yeah. Good. Go ahead.
Very nice.
See, you please the devotees like that.
Yeah.
See, so anyway, it's great, Otherwise, there's no room for these words. I can't speak them. She can't speak them. We'll have to just...
suppressing. It's suppressive for those who want to teach. If you always have right fighting, it suppresses you. Yeah. Yeah. So this is the great, this is why I like, these kind of things happening here, because it's like, oh, great opportunity to preach the books. Otherwise, we have no relation. We have no relevant things, it's just in the book. It's nice it's in life, we got people, actors here, acting out the parts of so that with we got the living book here,
It's like a laboratory experiment, you know. Now is the time to make mistakes, right? It's safe. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I told you, you know, you didn't see me say, I may, you know, like say, yeah, well, you know, it's not up to standard, and this is how you do it. You know? And if you say, okay, let me, it's great. Go ahead, Lily, read on a little bit more.
Therefore, it's evident that you have been empowered by Lord Krishna.
See, spreading the Sankirtan movement is spreading this prema. It is evident. See, when you have this evidence, see, evidence. Should look, see, you got to learn to look for symptoms and evidence. This is evidence that the Lord is working here in our Lord Chaitanya's Amazing Grace place, because the evidence is spreading prema. See? There's no evidence there that the Lord was really working at this level anywhere except here. As I say, prove me wrong. You know, let us see some ecstatic devotion and preaching these verses as they are. Chaitanya Leela preaching is the level of the preaching of the Spirit, not this Vaidhi and rules, regulated what you eat, don't eat, and all that stuff. That's for, you know, beginners. Go ahead.
Therefore, it's evident that you have been empowered by Krishna. There is no question about it. You have manifested the holy name of Krishna throughout the entire world. Anyone who sees you is, is immediately absorbed in ecstatic love of Krishna. Without being especially empowered by Krishna, one cannot manifest ecstatic love of Krishna.
There you go, man. This is what, if you're especially empowered, you cannot manifest ecstatic love. You notice the ones who manifest ecstatic love, they're the ones who follow the real path. You notice Lalita, she has ecstatic love. Yeah, so that's why I say you go to the experienced devotees, and they can show you. They not only tell you, but they can show you by example. Yeah. Otherwise, and that is the evidence. That's why everybody, I mean, if there's any intelligent devotees out there or leaders, this is the place to come, because it is evident we are spreading the real Sankirtan movement of prema. Otherwise, to me, I just look at you like neophyte. I don't care how many millions of followers are following you. I look as you neophyte. You don't know things as they are. Honey licking is as it is. I'm looking, Radhanath, show me that you're a honey licker. I haven't seen. He just speaks, takes the verses and puts them together in just kind of nice, humble, you know, praying mantis stance. You know, that's not impressive to me. Honey licking is. I love these simple verses. I love clarity, don't you? You know, don't you like the clear truth, the simple truth, you know, the self-evident truth? The Lord loves it. Why I preach it? Make it really clear, solid, so you can eat solid food. This is what St. Paul was talking about, solid food. And a lot of people couldn't eat it. They just wanted the rules and milk of the rules and regulations. No, this is solid food, the simple, solid verses, man. You want to be eternally liberated. It says right there. What is this? Many lifetime things. That was about, hey, man, just take the Honey Lickers Association, be eternally liberated now. Your fallen soul, you become eternally liberated. Why take the slow path? What is the proof you're eternally liberated? You become a honey licker too. You can chant the holy name with taste and ecstasy, like Janine was mentioning. She says, wow, my taste for the name is great. Well, you know, Janine, you have more taste because you're following the path with a good attitude than people who have followed the Vaidhi path for 40, 50 years. A lot of them are just chanting for show. Well, let me show you that I chanted my rounds. Oh, yeah. Well, not a very interesting show. You just chanted your rounds in name. Dry, just finished your rounds. I like a show. Don't you like a show, man? Let's see a show. Let me see a God show. Let me see a soul communing with the Supreme Soul. Let me see how great that looks. Let me show. Can anybody show that? No, they don't even want to. They don't even mention that stuff. They don't glorify these things. That's why I feel so happy I get a chance to glorify this Chaitanya Lila teachings. The Lord Chaitanya is a spiritual master of the universe, and his wisdom and his truths are in force. See, in force. And we're the enforcers. Otherwise, Maya, you'll just stay out there in Vaidhi Bhakti and religion. You see, and that'll teach you after many life very slow. Here, very fast. See, we're here to enforce Lord Chaitanya's teachings. Enforce. See, enforce them and reinforce them. See, reinforce them is by make it more clear that you add strength to them in this way. They need it. Otherwise, they're just in a friggin' book. And people don't have the strength to reinforce this book. See, bring it back in force, forcefully. See, by the power, not our own power. You can't do it. By the power of the Spirit. See, we're enforcing this. See, the Spirit is enforcing, reinforcing, making strong these truths in this world. So I say we already won. You can't beat the Spirit. Nobody can. Or your Modi spirit, your spirit in the modes of weak. You're empowered by goodness and speculations and all that. It's like gas. You just farted out, man. Yeah, see, there's spirit of mode of ignorance makes you really kind of weak and dumb, right? Passion, active, building things, right? Like Bill Gates, they're a mixture of passion and ignorance, and then they do some austerity, get some power, So they're like this. But this all in the modes of nature. See? But what's really real and powerful and eternal is the devotee in relationship with the transcendental Lord. See, then they channel that into this world, that relationship. See, this is why we don't have to, they got to kill the useless leaders. That's what demons do. They get rid of you because they can't manage you. You're useless eaters. See, not up to their standard. And, the thing is, they really helped you along becoming useless eaters, in your education system and all that. That's the way they're all corrupted, by the power. See, here, you give me some useless eaters here. And look, you become empowered with the Spirit and become very useful in the world. Yeah, you have the highest use case here because you're a whole person here. Holy, truly holy, not his holiness in name only. Where's the holiness? There's more holiness in Amy and Fanny than in 1,000 Radhanas, and that's the truth. Yeah, more in than in Narayan Raj, to be honest with you. You know why? Because she comes here, and Lord is so pleased that he awakens and to see, oh Lord, I see why you gave this knowledge to babes. That's what Jesus said. See, to babes. And you hid it from these so-called intelligent gurus. They think they're so smart, but they don't get this. They don't get prema. They don't get the conclusive truth. They don't understand honey licking and the glories of it and the power of it and distribute it. But we do, because we're just babes, huh? We're the babes, man. You all look, anybody looking for a babe, we'll give you a babe. We'll make you a babe. We'll make you Krishna's babe, Lord Chaitanya's babe. You'll be a Babe Ruth, hit home runs, man. Have you heard of Babe Ruth there, Lalita? So sheltered. It's like Amy Rose. She's Krishna's babe. What? Go ahead. What?
Is it something of a movie or something?
Yeah, no, it's a baseball player. Famous. Called Babe Ruth, because he would hit so many home runs. Every time he went to bat, they think, that guy's going to hit a home run. And he did. This is, you become a Babe Ruth here, because you become Krishna's babe, and you become empowered because of the strength of your love. I remember even in material world, you know, I fell in love with this one girl in this Harbin Hot Springs. Oh, she was great. Oh, just was so in love, man. And felt so empowered, you know, materially. Anyway, this is the reflection. Felt empowered. We would walk in the heart, and everyone thought, oh, look at those two, man. They look, yeah, because you get a strength when you're with your other half. Materially, though. But can you imagine? You can't imagine. You have to come here and see it. How empowered you become when you connect with the Lord. And you're the Lord's babe. You're the beloved of Krishna, beloved of Lord Caitanya. He's your beloved and you're his beloved. Ooh, man, what a relationship. What does Amy say? Read what Amy says there, Lily.
You are the greatest bambino. I feel like that we already won. I feel like you are driving the chariot and I'm just riding on it. Absolutely. I try to find another one.
You can read Shamaguri saying something interesting too, rebelling something.
Rebelling against the untruth, the unconclusive, is the righteous rebellion. Chase Maya away, get purified.
Yeah.
Johann says, so now is the time to tell how it really is. Otherwise, people don't know where to turn. We have to be example, how to get the mercy of Guru.
Isn't this fantastic? Yeah, we have the opportunity to do everything Jesus told his disciples to do, we can do. He says, if you have a light, don't put a shade over it. I love that now. This is so perfect timing, man. It's like, wow, yeah, Jesus, you're right. Yeah, and we got a light, man. It is bright. You know what? This relationship, we show it when we got the books to confirm it. Do you see why Prabhupada came to me? Got his books, man. Why he was writing for this time. He knew this. We work in stages. You know, first he wrote the books. He said, yeah, somebody's going to come along and preach them, man. And then Maya's going to flatten out. We're going to flatten her. Especially all these people, they believe in Prabhupada's books, right? They don't understand them very well. But if they get to the sincere, realize that their gurus can't help them very well. They're always 2 fingers too short, but we're not, right? Because devotion is here. Conclusiveness is here. We're not short. They're always 2 fingers too short because of lack of real bhakti. Their gurus are 2 fingers too short, therefore the followers. Devananda Pandit was the example. See, I just teach by example here. Their book example too. See, Devananda Pandit was like a Radhanath, like a Narayan Raj. But because ecstatic devotion wasn't manifest, the Lord said, wait, this is what it's all about. And he's not teaching it. Let me rip up his book. See, the book speculation. We rip up. That's why I take anybody speculate. I want to rip up your book. See, you're the living book of what, though? Are you the living book presenting the real Bhagavatam, the real conclusive truth in the books where people could say, wow, man, he's presenting according to the revealed scriptures. Or he's just saying, well, this is my opinion. Yeah, again, and keep saying, yeah, this is my opinion. And you're right. And I'm not here to listen to your opinion. I want to hear Christian's opinion. I want to see you prove it. I want to see you an example of honey licking. I want to see you an example of these verses and presenting these verses as they are. See, this is called connoisseurship. You're going to learn here. You want entrance into the school of connoisseurship? That's what we do here. Because the Lord only likes connoisseurs, like Amy Rose. She's a connoisseur. Thank you for your examples, everybody. It's great. We're all on the team here. Go ahead. What else? Okay, anything else? People ready?
Freddie says something important. If intellect is an obstacle in trying to understand God through intellect, then why did God give us intellect? It's not really that. God did not give only a heart, but also a mind, an intelligence, and a soul.
Yeah, the thing is, yeah, he's given us intellect. He gave Klaus Schwab intellect.
Yeah, it's material.
He gave demons intellect. So what is the difference? See,
it's so transcendental. The spirit needs to be blown inside so that you can use it in a spiritual way.
Well, you need to be purified. The intellect needs to be purified. See, mind, intelligence, and false ego are some of the coverings. See, mind, intelligence even. Your intelligence needs to be purified by hearing the truth from a empowered devotee, preaching it as it is. It purifies your intelligence. He gave you an intellect to be purified now. Otherwise, you're in the reflection. Yeah, he's got to give you the reflection as the intellect. So people have taken shelter of the intellects of non-liberated souls. Okay, so their intelligence is not purified because your guru, your leaders are not purified. See, devotee is purified by this transcendental taste in this intimate relationship with the Lord. They've been given the transcendental potency to cultivate this relationship. That's why they can teach it. Nobody else can. You can't worm your way into the kingdom of God. You're just a worm. What is it? Worms, we're trying to worm, how worms, they kind of squiggle into the kingdom. Yeah, sorry, you can't get in that way. You got to come in this way, the door. See, the book Bhagavat and a real, authentic devotee Bhagavat preaching to you, and the mellows of devotion will awaken. Your intellect, then you'll speak from Krishna's opinion like your guru is speaking from Krishna's opinion. And it's checkable. You can prove that, when I see people prove it by their opinion, by their examples and their words. Yeah. A little bit more, and I think I got to sign off for a little bit.
Okay.
You've been at this a long time anyway, You went from one class to another,
Oh, only my own class, because I have slept so long. And then yours, so it's okay.
It's okay, okay.
There may be many, all auspicious incarnations of the personality of Godhead. But who other than Lord Sri Krishna can bestow love of God upon the surrendered souls?
Yeah, and you see, he's thinking also that only Lord Krishna, and he had to, and the Lord is going to say, oh, well, actually, I learned from my devotees. This is really more important because the Lord is unmanifest now. He's in the super soul in the heart. There's a lot of jungle growth. Remember, Madhavinda Puri had to take choppers and spades, to clear away the jungle growth there, the Maya, the misconceptions and all that. It takes a living person. See, yeah. So the Lord started to teach Vallabhabhata about the glories of the devotee, learning from and every devotee he mentioned is self-realized. There's no mention that, oh, you go and get shiksha from ordinary persons. No, that's for the Uttamadikari, the one who's realized Krishna very deeply. Then you can look at the shadows and it reminds you of Krishna, and you be like a Jesus. He took all look at nature and he would design them into parables of truth. Yeah, you can do that. You notice I do that. I can do that now because of this relationship. You'll be able to do it also. The deeper you go in this relationship, you become like a Jesus. And if you're not, then you're not real guru, man. Yeah, I hear this where this Pada guy is always says, "You're trying to the gurus. You're trying to be like Jesus." Oh no, not us. No, we would never try to be like. No. Oh, I see. Then you're not. Then what good are you, man? What kind of power do you have? You got to be like Jesus, not Jesus. That's crazy. These crazy people. They come and they want to see. This is a usurping thing. They want to take the name of Jesus and say, "I'm the Jesus." See, they don't have any power on their own. It's like they often take the marks of a liberated soul. I'm a sannyasi guru. See, but they're really not. See, they do that with I'm an incarnation of this person. See, do that, and they get the power there. We had some people in our sangha. Yes, I'm actually a Advaitacharya or something. I was, because they don't. Yeah. They don't have the power. They don't understand how it works. Jesus never said, "I'm the incarnation." He was Jesus. Prabhupada. He was Prabhupada. Yeah. But they have similar qualities because they're empowered by the same Lord, transcendental Lord. See, therefore they act in extraordinary ways. They have extraordinary knowledge, extraordinary liberality, man, because of the strength of their bhakti. Isn't it pretty liberal? You guys are getting, isn't the Lord being liberal with you here? Giving you prema, man? Where Narayan Raj said many like, oh, prema, you got to do all these checklists. Boom, 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 boom. You sadhana siddha, you got to be austere and super, you got to be an Olympic winner, man. All the training they have to do to be in the Olympics and all that. And, and they transfer that to the devotees here in religion. Oh, you got to be perfect as your father is perfect. You got to be an Olympic star to attain the mercy of God. See, that's all false ego. It's a lie. No, you need the honey lickers. You need those who have got the real transcendental mercy of the Lord. That's simple. Otherwise, you haven't found the real path. They are the path. They are the truth out of their mouths, man. And man, do you get life? This is the lie. Energy, real energy, renewable every day, ever fresh. So I say, Maya, weak gurus, man, they're weak. That's why I could say like, what is it? Point out the weakness. It's the truth. They're weak compared to this. Weak preaching. Isn't this strong preaching? Can't you feel it, man? Doesn't it move you? It is moving. We're shakers and movers here, man. Move you along in your evolution faster than you even want to go sometimes. Go ahead.
Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu replied, "My dear Vallabhabhata, you are a learned scholar. Kindly listen to me. I am a sannyasi of the Mayavadi school. Therefore, I have no chance of knowing what Krishna Bhakti is. Nevertheless, my mind has become purified because I have associated with Advaita Acharya, who is directly the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
You see, he's humbling him. He's saying, I'm a sannyasi. And actually, Vallabhabhata was an aristocratic Brahmin. See, but he thinks he knew. And so the Lord's taken a humble position to teach him. Well, actually, see, and he was in the Mayavadi, he was he took initiation from a Mayavadi person, Keshava Bharti, who was like an impersonalist. And so the Lord says, I can't, by just being an impersonalist, I have no chance to understand Krishna Bhakti. And that goes, by being an aristocratic Brahmin, you, Vallabhabhata, you have no chance to understand on your own. See, you can't. You have to go to the experienced devotee, Advaita Acharya, who is directly the Supreme Lord. He was also the Lord, but he came as a devotee. He was a devotee of Lord Caitanya and Krishna. He taught by example. And that's, you got to learn from the living examples. See, so the Lord wanted to say, you don't just come to me directly. You need to go to my devotees. I'm even doing that here now. I say, hey, man, you can't understand. See, a lot of people, they want to imitate what I'm doing here. Because they say, well, Gaura has no guru, and I don't need any guru to do. I just already know. See, so my disciples have to teach you, because you didn't, just like Jesus came and he brought it in from another life, right? He didn't have any. No, we don't know any. Where's his guru? Who the hell knows? He didn't really need one. He was already in the heart, was able, and he could understand the scriptures. That was my case too. I never had a living guru. I tried to set the example. I couldn't find one that could add to what I already would add. See? But see, when people come, they think, well, I can also do like this, but you can't do like this. See? And because you can't show by your deeds and your words and everything that you're doing like this. But what you can do is follow the examples of my disciples. See, Lalita and Johan and Janakis and Govindas and others, Amy's. You follow their path, what they do. See, they got the result, because it's all about getting this result, not to do what I do. You can't imitate this. You will, if you come the right way, you'll become like this. Of course, you become a guru. You get so deep. Can you see how that works, Lolita? You just get so deep in this relationship. You work in the Lord, whatever he wants to do in the world, it will be known because of your intimacy with God. What he knows and wants to be known will happen. Simultaneous oneness and difference. You get this is Vrindavan, man. If you're not a Vrindavan devotee, man, you can't preach. You're not real guru of Vrindavan, man. You're not really a Gaudiya Vaishnava lineage. This is high standard, man. Connoisseurish. So that's why I say you better to learn from my disciples, because they got in the door. The Lord's pleased with them. They can show you. You really look closely at how they did it and how they express themselves. You like this, and now you're beginning to learn. And then you ask why. You can ask Eric. You can talk to Lolita. Ask her questions. Yeah. And then she'll go in and laugh at you. Because she laughs a lot,
You talk sometimes.
What?
I talk sometimes with Eric.
Yeah,
We talk sometimes.
Of course. Yeah,
He's a nice devotee. He's a nice guy.
Yeah. It's good. We like teachable, here. Otherwise, if there's room for the word, that's why
if there is no room, I close the door.
Yeah, it's just like it's useless. Shake the dust. Mm. Yeah. Why don't we end here a little bit? I need to move around a little bit. All right, a couple hours already. Okay, so Hare Krishna, everybody. I'll play that song. Cash.
Guru Maharaj,
Hmm?
can I still read what Fanny wrote?
Oh yeah. Yeah, read some comments. Yeah.
Oh, no, it's gone.
Oh, here. Let's see. Let me pull it up here.
Oh, I have it. Yeah, she writes, I love to absorb your every word, dear Guru Maharaj. I have learned to hear, not only with my ears, but especially with my heart. I like the classes. Thank you so much.
Great. Yeah, that's
Oh,
taste. You're getting taste. That's what it's about, man. Tasting.
one more.
See, like you become like, so you got to be in Arjuna's position. You become, when you're inspired from your heart. That's what you learn from the devotees here. Then you can understand the confidential mysteries. Because it's the same thing. You got to be like Arjuna. And Krishna says, and I'll say the same thing, because you're my friends and my disciples. See, I can reveal these confidential mysteries. Otherwise, there will be no room for them. The Lord is revealing, it's like because of feeling comfortable, feeling like with receptacle persons. Otherwise, how can you always be challenging and thinking, that's contaminated intelligence. Okay? So the first fruits come here. If you just come like, people sometimes come and they just have the natural qualities of a Vaishnava, actually, where they're receptive to hearing and they listen. Prabhupada, when he was in India, people wouldn't listen to him. His godbrothers didn't listen. People in general. And then he comes to America, and all of a sudden things happen because people listen. He wrote a couple of books, or the Bhagavatams. He came and they thought, oh, they listened, and then they got purified to an extent. Go ahead, read on.
John says, I feel like a lucky son of a beep. And somebody said, I don't see who, man, how fortunate are we? And Amy responds, I know. I'm always thinking this. I'm so lucky. Bhakta says, hello, I'm here alive. Transcendentally, Vrindavanly, playful. Many worms here too. Oh, it was John André who said, how fortunate are we? This Lord of Gora Haridas is the most merciful and the most compassionate. Bhakta says to Erik Das, let's live there with increasing intensity. I think that's it.
Yeah. Okay.
Tom says God reciprocates according to one's faith and service. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Emma says, I love this amazing preaching. Yeah. Others said it before.